Hey, what's up guys? Sloth King here. Tonight I'm going to be attempting to rebuild the Supra's camshaft position sensor. So I have the kit here that has some new seals in it and a new bearing and a new pin. I haven't done this before. I tried finding the write-up on it and I can't find the write-up anywhere. I know you gotta drill out the pin, knock the pin out, and then you can take out the whole spinning shaft, and I assume that's where the bearing is, somewhere in this housing. And then there's probably like this small seal. It's probably like right in here or something. So I'm gonna attempt to do that and show you guys. And what I've done so far, I hope you can see it, but I scribed just some marks in the shaft right there, and then I also put some paint on it so that way it's in the same position whenever I put it back in. I don't want to mess anything up, so let's get right into this. Okay, so I have it on the vise. I have this this lined up, so there's a notch on the housing, then there's a notch on this gear. I mean, not a notch, there's this hole on the gear that you're supposed to line up to here. So this is what I'm going to be drilling out there, and then there's one on this side. Well, it's a pin that goes all the way through it, but I'm gonna try drilling out one side and knocking it out, seeing if that helps. And then with it lined up, just so I can see it on this side, I did take some pictures. This is how the inside of the camshaft position sensor is lined up. So for the time being, I'm just going to turn it once, and then I'm going to hopefully get a solid punch on it. I don't know what happened to my other center punch. I had a smaller one, but I can't find it. Perfect. Now let's see if I can drill this out slowly. Okay guys, so I kind of messed up the this gear piece on it. I kind of drilled a little bit sideways and it took forever for me to get that pin out, but here it is. If you guys are attempting to do this, be careful with that. Anyway, I can take it off now. Okay guys, I have it finally off. So what I did, I got it down enough where I could put it in between the vise, and I just put a screwdriver through and I just started tapping on the shaft until the housing came down. Okay, so what I have to replace next, I'm gonna replace, I think it's this bushing right here. So I'm pretty sure I have to open up the vise enough so that I can tap out the shaft. Okay, so I decided to take out my dead blow hammer and just go to town on it, and it's starting to come out. So the next thing, I don't have it out all the way. I wanted to show you guys the rest of the way. So all I'm going to do, I'm just gonna take this screwdriver and just tap it out the rest of the way. There we go. It's a little difficult, but I got that out. Next, I'm going to replace this. Oh, nope, I'm gonna replace that. Okay, this is a little interesting. So you can't really see inside of it that well. So there's a bearing, it's all worn out. And then beyond that is this rubber, I don't know what to call it. It's not really an O-ring. I'm gonna put my screwdriver down in here. I'm just gonna knock into it. I'm gonna switch sides, alternate it. Okay, maybe I went a little too caveman-ish. Okay guys, I finally got that bearing out. It took me about an hour. I broke the center of it, trying to get it out. It would not budge. So I just kept putting a screwdriver on through this side like a flathead, and I kept alternating sides that I hit. I put some PB blaster in it, so I think a combination of all of that got it free. So now what I'm going to do before I assemble anything, I'm going to just clean it out. And I am going to be replacing these electronics when the new distributor comes in. I just want to get as much of the metal shavings out as I possibly can. Okay, so to install, wow, I lost all my stuff. So I believe this goes in like this. I hope it does anyway. Yep. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of assembly grease and throw it on the seal. That way it doesn't rip while it goes in. And here we go. So the bearing is now in. Next, going to put in the shaft. Put some assembly lube on it. Okay, now this is when I'm going to use a dead blow hammer. Okay, and then there's 3 things left in here. I think that's where that one goes. Oh, I accidentally put this on backwards. Crap. And I don't think that's going anywhere. All done. I really don't think that's gonna go anywhere. That's pretty secured. I had a hammer on it for the pin to move. So I'm pretty sure that's where that gasket goes. That's where that O-ring goes. You really don't need to take it apart to replace these two. It could just slide over. Now to replace the bearing and then the other seal on the inside, yes, you have to take it apart. Whenever the other distributor comes in, I'll explain what I got. I'm going to upgrade the electronics, and then I can slap it in the 7M. Alright guys, I just got done replacing all the seals and the bearing inside of the CPS. That took a while. Let's see, I think I started at like 8 o'clock or 8:30, and right now it's 11:48. I did come across some issues like you saw. I did some stuff off camera trying to drill out that pin. That stock pin is annoying. I really wish it was that style where it's just like a half circle or 3/4 of a circle, because that would have been better just to punch out. Now I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. I couldn't mushroom it out like the OEM pin did, but I really don't think it's gonna come out because I had to hammer it for the pin to move. That came out pretty good. The bearing was the hardest part, honestly. That took a solid hour in itself trying to hammer that bearing out. I ended up putting some PB Blaster on it, letting it soak for about 10 minutes, and then alternating the screwdriver around the edge of it to try to knock it out. And finally it gave away. So I don't have to worry about any oil leaks with that, which makes me pretty happy. Now the wiring is just garbage. As you can see, this wiring snapped as I was working on it. It's just bad. The electronics, I mean, it's 30 years old. Now the electronic part is going to be a lot easier. It's just a swap. So it's from a 1988 to 1991 either Toyota 4Runner and or a Toyota pickup, but it has to be a V6, and then it'll have the same plug on it. Basically, you unscrew everything, it has all the same connections on the inside, and you just swap the guts out and put them in, and everything is exactly the same from what I read. So that's an easy upgrade if you guys want to do that. But if you want to do this by yourself, yeah, the kit is only 30 bucks. Plus, I mean, if you have a dead blow hammer and a mallet and a bunch of drill bits and a vise, you definitely need a vise to get this done. So if you already have all that, go ahead and attempt it yourself. That'd be good. If not, try to weigh out the cost of buying all that stuff compared to sending it out and getting one rebuilt. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I will continue on and show you how to do the guts. I'll probably do that in a separate video. So this is part 1. Anyways, if you guys like the video, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to see more videos like these. And if you're trying to upgrade your CPS, follow this video. Anyways, guys, I'll see you when I swap out the electronics. Peace.